The air was thick with smoke. Ash fell like snow. The Ventura County fire was a relentless beast, consuming everything in its path. Homes were reduced to rubble. Families were left with nothing but the clothes on their backs. The firestorm swept through the area with terrifying speed. The sky turned an eerie shade of red as the fire raged through Ventura County. The flames leaped from hillside to hillside, fueled by dry brush and strong winds. The fire moved with astonishing speed, catching many residents off guard. The smell of smoke filled the air, a constant reminder of the devastation unfolding. Panic spread through the community as the fire approached homes and businesses. Evacuation orders were issued, forcing people to flee with whatever belongings they could gather. The roads were jammed with cars as residents desperately sought safety. The firestorm raged for days, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. The Ventura County fire, a monster of nature, did not start on its own. It began with a single spark, a spark that ignited on the dry brush of a hillside near Thomas Aquinas College. Some speculate it was a downed power line, its wires sparking in the wind. Others believe it was human error, a moment of carelessness with a campfire or a discarded cigarette. Regardless of the cause, the result was the same devastation. Fanned by the Santa Ana winds, notorious for their strength and unpredictable nature, the fire quickly grew from a small flicker to a raging inferno. It raced across the hillside, consuming everything in its path with terrifying speed. The remote location of the fire's origin only added to the danger. News of the fire spread like wildfire itself, carried by panicked whispers and frantic social media posts. The community watched in horror as the flames marched closer to their homes. First responders sprang into action, their faces grim. Fire engines raced towards the inferno, sirens screaming. Helicopters and airplanes dropped water and fire retardant. Firefighters worked tirelessly, digging fire breaks and dousing flames. Evacuation orders sent residents fleeing their homes. Families gathered what they could, clutching precious items.
The firefighters, many of whom had volunteered to leave their own families and homes to protect others, became the first line of defense against the inferno.
They faced a formidable opponent, a wall of flames that danced and roared, consuming everything in its path. Despite the danger, we pressed on, our courage fueled by a sense of duty and a deep well of compassion for the community we swore to protect.
Working in shifts, often for 24 hours or more without rest, they battled fatigue, smoke inhalation, and the ever-present threat of the fire itself. The heat was intense, melting helmets and scorching boots. The smoke, thick and acrid, stung their eyes and made it difficult to breathe.
The Ventura County fire, a raging inferno fueled by dry brush and relentless winds, left a trail of destruction in its wake that stretched for miles. Homes, businesses, and cherished landmarks were reduced to smoldering ruins, their former glory erased by the flames' relentless hunger. The air, thick with smoke and the acrid smell of ash, hung heavy with the weight of loss. The once familiar landscape, transformed into a desolate wasteland, stood as a stark reminder of the fire's devastating power. Ranches and farms, once teeming with life, were scarred with blackened fields and the skeletal remains of trees. Vehicles, abandoned in the rush to escape, sat charred and melted, their metal frames twisted by the intense heat. The silence, broken only by the crackling of embers and the occasional creak of a collapsing structure, was deafening, a haunting testament to the scale of the devastation.
For many families in Ventura County, their homes, once sanctuaries filled with love, laughter, and a lifetime of memories, were reduced to smoldering rubble. The fire, moving with terrifying speed, had given them little time to gather their belongings, leaving them with only the clothes on their backs and the crushing weight of their loss. The streets, once alive with the sounds of children playing and neighbors chatting, were eerily silent, save for the crunch of debris underfoot. The air was thick with the smell of charred wood and melted plastic, a constant reminder of the inferno that had swept through their lives. As they sifted through the ashes, searching for anything salvageable, a wave of grief washed over them. Family photos, irreplaceable heirlooms, children's toys, all gone, consumed by the flames. As the fire raged through Ventura County, stories of heroism emerged, not just from the ranks of the brave firefighters battling the blaze, but also from ordinary citizens who risked their lives to help others. Neighbors alerted neighbors, banging on doors and making sure everyone was aware of the approaching danger. Strangers stopped to help evacuate the elderly and disabled, carrying them to safety as flames licked at their heels. Animal lovers braved the inferno to rescue pets and livestock, guiding them to safety through smoke-filled fields and burning forests. Volunteers flocked to evacuation centers, offering comfort and support to those who had lost everything. Doctors and nurses worked tirelessly in makeshift clinics, tending to burns, smoke inhalation, and other injuries. The Ventura County fire, though a tragedy of immense proportions, had an unexpected unifying effect on the community. In the aftermath of the disaster, social and economic barriers seemed to crumble as people from all walks of life came together to support one another. Churches, community centers, and schools were transformed into makeshift shelters, offering refuge to those who had lost their homes. Donation drives sprang up overnight, overflowing with clothes, food, toiletries, and other essential items for those in need. Fundraisers, both large and small, were organized to help families get back on their feet. Musicians held benefit concerts, artists donated their work for auction, and children set up lemonade stands, all with the goal of helping their community heal.
The Ventura County fire, a relentless force of nature, did not discriminate. It swept through the hillsides and canyons, leaving a path of destruction that touched everyone, including celebrities. For many celebrities, the fire was a harsh reality check, showing that wealth and status offered no protection. Paris Hilton watched as flames engulfed her estate, her pets barely escaping. Jennifer Love Hewitt shared her heartbreak on social media, her home reduced to ashes. Tina Knowles lost her cherished art collection, consumed by the flames.
The stories of loss reverberated throughout Hollywood and beyond, as celebrities took to social media and interviews to share their experiences and offer support to their neighbors. The fire, which had started as a small blaze, quickly grew out of control, fueled by strong winds and dry conditions. The outpouring of support from the celebrity community was immediate and heartfelt, with many using their platforms to raise awareness and funds for those affected. Billy Crystal spoke of the surreal experience of watching his childhood home, filled with memories, reduced to rubble. He recounted the laughter that once echoed through the halls, now replaced by the cold, charred remains. Crystal's voice trembled as he described the sense of loss, not just of a physical structure, but of a place that held a piece of his heart and history. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody expressed their gratitude for their family's safety, while mourning the loss of their home. They shared stories of their children's favorite spots in the house and emphasized the importance of community support during such times. Julia Louis-Dreyfus spoke candidly about the emotional toll of losing her home, a sanctuary from the demands of her career. The fire had taken more than just a house. It had taken a piece of her peace of mind. Joshua Jackson used his platform to raise awareness about the fire's impact and the need for support for those affected. He organized charity events and mobilized resources to ensure that the victims received the help they needed. The Ventura County fire fostered a sense of shared humanity, breaking down barriers and reminding everyone that loss and grief transcended fame and fortune. The community's response was a testament to the resilience and compassion of the human spirit. The aftermath of the fire brought the daunting task of rebuilding homes and lives, but also an opportunity for reflection and renewal. Anna Faris spoke about the emotional roller coaster and gratitude for her family's safety. Ricky Lake shared her journey of healing and finding strength. Carrie Elwes emphasized the importance of community support. Cameron Matheson drew parallels between his illness and the community's recovery. Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag focused on rebuilding and supporting their community.
The aftermath of the Ventura County fire was best understood through the stark visual language of maps. Satellite images, once showcasing the region's vibrant greens and blues, now bore the scars of the inferno, vast swaths of charred earth replacing the once lush landscapes. Red lines representing the fire's capricious path snaked across the map, a chilling reminder of the blaze's indiscriminate reach. Interactive maps, meticulously updated by first responders and government agencies, became vital tools for residents, showcasing evacuation zones, road closures, and the ever-shifting boundaries of the blaze. These digital cartographies, constantly evolving as the fire raged and firefighters battled for control, offered a sobering glimpse into the fire's devastating impact, each pixel representing a story of loss, displacement, and resilience. The map served as a stark reminder of the fire's far-reaching consequences, its impact extending beyond the immediate devastation. Section 2, From Coastline to Countryside. The Ventura County fire, fueled by dry conditions and driven by unrelenting winds, spared no corner of this diverse region. Coastal communities, known for their idyllic beaches, found their landscapes marred by smoke-filled skies. Homes perched on bluffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean became vulnerable to the fire's advance. Inland, the fire raged through avocado and citrus orchards, transforming these agricultural heartlands. Ranches, once bustling with livestock, were left scarred and silent. The fire's reach extended into the Los Padres National Forest, threatening the region's delicate ecosystems. The fire's path served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of this diverse region. The shared experience of loss united residents in their determination to rebuild Ventura County.
The long-term recovery efforts require a sustained commitment from government agencies, nonprofits, and individuals. Firefighters worked tirelessly to contain the blaze, supported by local authorities and community leaders, rebuilding homes and businesses, restoring infrastructure, and addressing the psychological toll demand patience and perseverance. Construction workers rebuild homes, business owners clean up debris, and mental health counselors support fire victims. Volunteers distribute food and supplies, medical professionals treat patients, and families receive aid at relief centers. Emergency shelters in community centers, churches, and schools provide temporary homes and support for affected families. Donations pour in, with trucks delivering supplies and volunteers organizing donation drives. Firefighters extinguish the last flames, residents inspect damage, and cleanup crews begin recovery work. People sift through rubble, hold emotional community meetings, and begin rebuilding homes. Families work together to rebuild, drawing strength from community support and inspirational gatherings. In the wake of the Ventura County fire's devastation, the community's spirit refused to be extinguished. Amidst the charred landscape, compassion and support surged, transforming grief into collective action. Ventura County drew strength from its history of resilience, facing recovery with determination and grace.
Officials responded with swift and decisive action. Emergency operations centers coordinated massive relief efforts, providing a lifeline for those in need. First responders, their resolve unwavering, worked tirelessly to support recovery.
Community centers, churches, and schools buzzed with a mix of anxiety and hope. Volunteers offered comfort and support, providing hot meals, warm clothes, and a listening ear. Simple acts of kindness became beacons of hope in the darkness. The road to recovery would be long and challenging, but the Ventura County community faced the future with determination and hope. The fire revealed their extraordinary capacity for unity and generosity. Crisis counselors offered therapy sessions, providing a safe space for residents to process their trauma. Support groups created a sense of community and shared experience. The fire left deep emotional scars on the community's psyche. The trauma of fleeing their homes, the uncertainty of the future, the lingering smell of smoke, these wounds would take time to heal. Ventura County mobilized resources to address the psychological toll.
The Ventura County fire was a tragedy that tested human endurance. Flames raged, consuming everything. Families evacuated, unsure if they would have anything to return to. Yet, Amidst the devastation, the human spirit shone. Neighbors offered shelter, food, and comfort. Firefighters' bravery was heroic. The community's resilience was extraordinary. Volunteers helped rebuild, showing humanity's capacity for kindness and solidarity.
The acts of courage, compassion, and selflessness by firefighters, first responders, and volunteers were a powerful reminder of human kindness. The Ventura County community, with its unwavering spirit, will rebuild. Together, they will restore what was lost and create a future filled with hope. From the ashes, hope will emerge. The rebirth of nature symbolizes renewal. The community's spirit will grow and flourish, proving hope and resilience can prevail. FYI Hub.